In this video, we're going to take a look at the fallout from this recent AEW pay-per-view and look at MJF out, Samoa Joe in. How does Adam Cole fit into all this? The devil himself, and so forth. So let's get into this. Let's take a look at what's going on, and let's see what the timeline might be like for some of this stuff going forward. Welcome to Bad Guy Wrestling. So I'm Jonathan, and today, like I said, we're going to be talking about the fallout of MJF losing his title here, Adam Cole being revealed as the devil, and Samoa Joe. Of all people, Samoa Joe is the new AEW heavyweight champion. Is that even the official? Is it no, it's AEW world champion, but with Samoa Joe, I'm putting world heavyweight champion. Let's go back to the pre-intro screen here. So as you can see, MJF is super banged up and Joe's there with the title belt, and it's really cool. One thing, if you haven't seen yet, that there is a new belt. So the MJF version of the belt is now gone, and Samoa Joe has a more classic looking belt. The actual match itself was pretty cool. So if you've watched the pay-per-view this past weekend, it had some really good spots in it at World's End. But for the world title match, definitely surprising. I mean, I don't follow too much of like the rumor mills as much as other people might. So it was surprising to me. I didn't think that MJF loses this match from a fan standpoint, but I also didn't realize how much of like his injuries were actual, real, not just the storyline. Basically out there fighting with one arm with that torn labrum, apparently. But there was things in there. It was entertaining. The promo beforehand. Our scumbag thing was hysterical. Definitely enjoyed that. If you didn't, well, maybe you should watch it again. This is Bad Guy Wrestling, after all. We like scumbags on this channel. So it's good. It was a hometown thing, coming back to Long Island. Big video package. I mean, he's the champion too. Come on. Let's not act like that's a surprise. And the whole time, I mean, it was wild that MJF even loses this match. I mean, I know he's in rough shape, and I know everyone has to come to an end. He's been champion for what now? Let's find out. I don't even know the top thing. But let's see, MJF title reign. Let's see, he had 406 days. So, I mean, it's over a year. He's been champion for quite a while, so it was an impressive reign. Maybe some underwhelmingness at certain points just because of the storyline writing, but as far as MJF goes, very, 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 he's the top guy for sure. But he is now no longer champion. The match was a little strange in that sense, where still trying to do the kangaroo kick and all the kind of, it was more of an entertaining thing than at some points than thinking this was a brutal battle for the championship from somebody who turned on you, considering the dynamite beforehand. So, but let's go beyond this. I would say it was very entertaining. It was shocking for to have Samoa Joe win the title, and he wins it more or less fairly by wrestling standards, clean. Doesn't help. I mean, fairness doesn't matter. Who am I kidding? So, but he wins. He outright wins the contract. The exciting note is that we get the devil himself. Let's see if we can get a picture here real quick. Excuse me. So yeah, we get the we get the reveal of Adam Cole being the devil the whole time, which is MJF's mask when he was returning from the whole contract dispute from what, I don't know, a year or two ago or something like that. And so at the end, we also get scenes like this where he's laid out, and even his attire. I mean, MJF's attire with the baby blue and the white. I mean, it's kind of weird to see MJF as the face in a match and things like that. But that's what the top stars typically do. They can figure out a way to be successful as both, and if they don't, they throw him back as a heel. Um, it's also interesting to see Wardlow back in the picture. I mean, he's been here for a little while talking about the real MJF and everything, but kudos to the creative, kudos to Tony Khan for putting this story together. Very good. You know, reminiscence, not saying it is. Look, here. I'm going to get back into this. Not saying this is the same thing, because it's not. It is not even like it's not saying that either one wasn't great, but the "It's Me Austin" moment is what kind of comes to mind. So you know the meme, you know the meme I'm talking about. It was me, Austin. It was me the whole time, or it was me all along. And so. Why isn't there a meme yet? Maybe that's what I should be making. But you're seeing brainstorming in action. Adam Cole here. You know, it was me, MJF. It was me all along. So, a little bit of a sinus infection there. Still trying to get through it. But so entertaining storyline, absolutely. But let's get to the bottom line here. Samoa Joe is now the champion. Adam Cole is back kind of on TV at this point, even though he was doing some of the video packages. Not a promotion, but if you'd like to give me money, that'd be great. And geez, that's what happens when you're doing a live show. But anyway, so Samoa Joe, who's been on a tear lately, and it's been pretty cool for him as far as this is a guy a few years ago who's doing commentary exclusively because of injuries, and now he's a world title holder. He dropped that Ring of Honor title not too long ago. Well, he didn't drop it. He renounced it. And, you know, now he's a world champion. So Samoa Joe's one of those guys that's always felt like he's should be bigger than he is. Physical appearance, dominating, strong, attitude. Like, I don't know what else to say, because I feel like all of it is just underwhelming, to the sense of, I'm surprised Samoa Joe hasn't been up higher, even in WWE. The guy is a monster. He really is a storyline monster. He comes in, he brutalizes you, and he's just unlikable. He really is, and it's great for storyline telling. So I can't say that I'm not happy if somebody else is going to be the champion for a little while. I like having Samoa Joe as it. So, but let's do a little updates here on what we're saying. So, a couple days ago or yesterday, we got reports. So the speculation is MJF even signed to AEW right now? His contract is technically the one that was reported before in the whole bidding war of 2024, which you might be familiar with because you probably haven't heard it 100 times. His contract is over 2 days ago, January 1st. So when New Year's Eve hit, or New Year's, the ball dropped, that was his contract. Now, speculation, of course, is that he's already re-signed. That was a little while ago. There's no official on it. He's been removed from the AEW roster, I believe. So let's double check that. But so you got Samoa Joe. I mean, that's where he'd be. Men's roster. I don't know. I'm going through this fast. but I'm pretty sure he'd be on. Oh, Eddie Kingston. Cool. I'm going to talk about him later, not in this video, but isn't that a treat right there? So I don't see him anywhere. Then again, what if he's all the way at the bottom? So yeah, I don't know. But one thing's for sure is that this is probably a work. I feel like there'd be a lot more speculation. I know he's injured and everything, and so that's part of it. But if if he was going to be gone, I feel like there would be a lot more to it. I mean, Cody Rhodes came out pretty much almost immediately and signed with WWE, still thinking it was a work until you saw him right on the camera. So yeah, I don't see him there at all. He's not even on the roster right now. So as far as a work, this goes great with that. I mean, you'd think MJF would have some sort of tweet or something. So the fact that he's silent, the fact that the storyline shows that he was getting his butt kicked, and then that all these injuries, it looks like he's sidelined. No matter where he is, he's probably done. And what's being reported? So Dave Metzler reports that recovery from torn labrum. So he's trying to decide now, surgery or rehab. Surgery is definitely the best option given the severity of the tear, but it's unclear. The thing is about it, it means an extended absence from AEW from 4 to 6 months. So let's take a look at this. So we got upcoming events for AEW. Revolution, March 3rd. So I'm no doctor, but with the surgery, timeline doesn't seem to fit 4 to 6 months. So he will definitely miss Revolution. And it kind of makes it sound like, regardless, even with rehab, Revolution is off the table. So not happening. Not happening at all. All In, August 25th. Sounds like as long as everything goes well, he could easily be within there. So 6 months timeline, that's called summer. June, maybe July at most. And All In is August 25th in London. So it looks like, regardless of what happens, routes, All In is probably the actual kind of probably return, or maybe something before that with a match at All In or something like that. Who does he wrestle? Is it Adam Cole? Is it Samoa Joe? I think part of it, I see him going after Adam Cole first, just because of the rivalry, the best friend thing. Once Joe wins the title, he gets out of there. It doesn't look like he's going to join their stable or anything like that. So, but let's take a look at Adam Cole. He's injured right now too. So his updates. This was a little bit ago, but broken ankle. And what do we got here? He's early stages of recovery. So we're talking about, I don't know, 3 months, I think, was I'm more likely to be able to actually, use it again. So maybe 3 to 4 months, something like that, to be in ring shape. But so timeline, March, April, something like that. So he should most likely be back, like fully competing and whatnot by the time MJF is back. So most of the time, ankle recovery 6 to 10 weeks, putting it on there. So yeah. So anyway, let's stop delaying on this. What I see happening is, MJF laying low for quite a while. He's been on a tear. He's been working hard with the Ring of Honor titles, the AEW World title, things like that. His body has been transformed the last few years, and he probably needs some time out. So the report was that he was always going to lose the title. Samoa Joe was always going to take the title, even before the kind of the injury started mounting up and things like that. So obviously he needs a break and whatnot. But so let's talk about Samoa Joe then, because it seems like the storyline's going to be put on the side for a while. regardless of Samoa Joe's victory right now and holding the title, Adam Cole's stable is the devil himself. Is going. It looks like it's going to get more screen time. We have a highlight here. It says, Adam Cole reveals the devil all along, and he puts a message tonight. Give the devil his due because he's appearing on Dynamite tonight. So it looks like his storyline will continue, even though he can't really walk right now. His stable with with Wardlow, with Adam, with those dudes, they're hysterical. I'm just looking at the Adam. I still kind of want one of the Adam shirts. So he's got a stable right now, of course. So storyline wise, they can do great. Samoa Joe, on the other hand, who is he going to wrestle? He talks in his press conference afterwards. He take on Hangman. He beat him. He whoop his ass. He take on Swerve. Whoop his ass too. So who does he really? It pretty much opens it up for a lot of different people. He doesn't have he hasn't really been in the main event picture for the world title, so he has a lot of opponents. The one that's always in the picture, Jon Moxley, till very, very recently. He just lost for the Continental Classic, so he doesn't really seem to have any storyline going forward. Well, there is Hangman. He could be a good starter one. It'd be a good physical match with. You could even see Hangman. Potentially winning. He's not going to win, but you could see that kind of storyline. Jay White, I don't know. It seems like the Jay White train's kind of slowed down and whatnot. So I really see him having the title belt for quite a while. He could hold it for half a year or even until MJF comes back. So back into August, that'd be like an 8-month reign. It does seem like he's a legit title holder at this point. He'll be talking on Dynamite tonight, so I can really reform my opinion on this. But I think this is a good segue. I mean, MJF was probably not going to be able to really wrestle well, and is breaking down they already stripped the titles, the tag titles of him. Which went to the Devil's Stable and everything like that. So, that's kind of cool. That's it. So let's get into some final thoughts on here. I think what's a shame that, you can't have a person always 24/7 healthy and whatnot. I think this was a really cool, clever, creative writing. We had the whole becoming best friends with Adam Cole and MJF that took a very drastic turn, kind of put a focus on the Ring of Honor titles, tag titles on them, and in some ways almost made the AEW title kind of seem like an afterthought. Adam Cole becomes injured. MJF is kind of doing this self-entertainment to kind of hold them, and then they finally take it, and they found a way to incorporate it by giving it to the storyline as far as having the tag title strip, but going to the Mask Devil's Associates and things like that. Samoa Joe works alongside Adam Cole's faction before we know it is, and then he's not aligned. So where could we see in the future? I could easily see Samoa Joe's faction or not his faction, Samoa Joe crossing with Adam Cole's the Devil's faction at some point. Maybe you owe us from this or something like that. Yeah, but you got to keep you kind of want to keep that faction strong until MJF comes back. So maybe they keep them separate, or maybe just some close run-ins, things like that. I think this is really just a tale of really Samoa Joe's kind of welcoming party, and I think it's good for AEW. I mean, to get another top guy kind of thing, maybe not the top guy, but another top tier guy in here, which after losing CM Punk and just some of the Adam Cole being out, MJF now being out. Maybe Moxley should be out just the way he goes so hard all the time. But it's good for that. So overall, was it disappointing? I think is very exciting. I can't wait for, unfortunately, half a year from now when MJF comes back. I guess we could technically come back and it would be on WWE if it wasn't AEW. I don't see what is he going to go to Ring of Honor. Is he going to go? Maybe he'll go to New Japan. Yeah, okay. So we're joking here. So I don't know. Let's see tonight. I think this is good. I think this is good. We always need to reset things like that. So, but anyway, this is Bad Guy Wrestling. This is kind of the thoughts on what's going on right now with the AEW World Title, Samoa Joe in, MJF out. And so with that, I am out. Like and subscribe for more.